Hello friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Exile 3, Ruined World. I've been out and about fighting giants and troglos for money for some training. I did wind up buying the magic mace and arrows of light for Amethyst. And since I've gotten beaten up a fair bit, I have used the... Caring Cubbyhole Inn, and discovered something interesting. Go ahead and buy a room. Can't show you to your room, I'm afraid. He tells you what room to go to. By the way, when you get up, come ask me about the rumors I've heard. You're adventurers, I can tell. I've heard some interesting things. Oh ho. After a good night's rest, we can ask him about a rumor. He grins. I heard something very intriguing about some sort of a really valuable recipe. Unfortunately, it sort of slipped my mind. 50 gold, however, may restore my memory. If you want me to try to remember the recipe, let me know. I see. He takes your money. I overheard Randall, the item salesman, say something about hearing something about this incredibly rare and powerful alchemical recipe concoction thing. You might want to ask him about it. Yes, that was totally worth my 50 gold. To the item shop. Item shop has some new stock. I could buy more arrows of light if I had another 500 gold. Steel slith spear, wherever did you get that, Randall? Lightning rods are sort of neat. Shield of Clud can cast Shock Storm. Not quite as awesome as Shock Wave, but occasionally useful, I guess. Emerald Helm has a poison spell. It's got good defense and encumbrance for what it is, but I don't cast poison that much. Anyway. Ha. He thinks. A recipe? No, don't know anything about... No, wait. Lyle at Internal Affairs was in the other day, and mentioned he'd heard something about this amazing potion recipe. Don't know anything else about it. Well, at least I didn't have to pay for that bit of info. This one's Internal Affairs. Lyle, you seem to know a few things. He raises his eyebrows. Yes, I've heard of the recipe for Knowledge Brew, but only because Foxfire mentioned it to me. She's a bard who travels around the nearby towns. You may want to ask her about it if you see her. Oh ho! Well, we must keep an eye out for Foxfire on future exploration expeditions. And I will buy a nice cheap steel short sword for reasons. Reasons being, in part, that it is enchantable. But anyway, I've decided at this point, I can fight giants. They're tough enough to be really annoying. I can fight troglodytes. They are rather profitable, and more commensurate with my level right now. But I also really want to see where I can find more level 4 spells. Which I'm pretty sure is going to be in Shader on the Isle of Bigail. He tears you each off a grimy ticket. Go to the ends of the docks. I'm sure you'll find a place to use the ticket somewhere. Great. So let's go over to Fenris Port. The trip across the channel is quick, although the fishy smell that hangs over the boat makes it seem much longer. Soon you are deposited on the Fenris Port docks. A man in rags stands at the dock selling tickets. His feet are bare. What is it about this job that draws the beggars? I'm Volb. Would you like a ticket? I sell boat tickets to across the channel. Would you like to purchase one? Only 10 gold. He looks nervous. I forget to what town. The one just across the corner. I only just became a salesman. The other guy doing it got diseased by a roach. I took over. Real sad what happened, but I don't mourn too much. I'm hungry. Ew. What a lovely place we're about to discover, isn't it? Okay, found the inn through the back door. Grizzled sailor, complete with tattoos, scars, and earrings. Okay, same as the ones in Krizan province. A businesslike woman with a predatory gaze works at the bar. She looks at your nice armor and weapons, and is clearly sizing up ways to relieve you of your money. I'm Joanna. Welcome to my bar. She lists the services in a clipped, businesslike manner. We have fine rooms, only 10 gold for the night, and no sailors in them. Also, we have excellent whiskey, 5 gold a round. The whiskey is cheap and burns your throat. They don't have alcohol this strong in Exile. As you choke it down, Joanna leans close. Want advice? She grins. Good information, reasonably priced. I know a great way to make quick cash, only 25 gold. Also, I know a little something about the anima, 20 gold. They're loopy, and when you join, you can't cast mage spells anymore, but they'll give you priest spells, and lots of other stuff. You can snow them easy. Just go to all the priests, and always agree with them. I see. Go to Shader and buy a drink at the bar. The barkeep will send you to someone who will give you sweet courier jobs. Okay. And the inn apparently has no name. Or bar, what have you. This building seems significant. As does this one. A shifty-looking man is grinding up leaves you don't recognize into powder you don't recognize. He puts it under the counter as you approach. Kurtz, he says, sizing you carefully. He wipes some grey powder off his fingers. I do alchemy. Safe thing to do on this island. I have a pair of recipes for sale. One for a speed potion using wormgrass and comfrey root, and the other for a good poison using just wormgrass. You can purchase them if you want. Even if I wanted to, I'm just about out of gold. Again. I have other services as well. Well, you can sell me things. I identify items. Also, for a mere 100 gold, I'll tell you where you can find fresh ingredients. Alas, if I only had 100 gold. Let's just say, on this island, alchemy is much more acceptable than spells. And that's a weaponsmith. Kind of breaking my pattern of exploring the perimeter and then the center of town, but gotta mix it up once in a while. Shrine of the Anima. All souls are welcomed. An Anima priest stands at the altar. He looks at you skeptically. Father Gavlax. He's clearly not pleased to be talking to you. I lead the few Anima in this foul place, and I'm supposed to discuss the faith with the likes of you. He frowns. I could be happier. We are people who have rejected magic. I have been instructed to discuss our faith with you, even though everyone knows adventurers are constant magic users. It's true. But I follow orders. He looks at you with distaste. Really making a great case for your faith there, buddy. I would rather not say. You have been discussed. Leave it at that. Our reputation precedes us. Gavlax says, I lost a cousin to magic. A maid was experimenting with a new spell, and the resulting accident killed her and 6 others in the house she was in. She was 15, and died because of one lone, careless mage. Is this not a horrible thing? Yeah, 6 people dying because of one mage messing up, that does sound pretty bad. The Anima member nods approvingly. You have the feeling that what you said has been noted. And that is why I broke my pattern of doing the perimeter check, because the buildings blocked me. Barracks A and B. The Island of Bigail has a slightly different text for townsfolk who will not talk to me. The Anima member moves quickly on. And for some reason they have wolves penned up here? Wolves that are still hostile. I guess that does kind of make sense for a place named Fenris Port to have wolves. And there's some roaches. Cockroach is a horrible insect, causes mild disease, and is poison resistant. But is actually pretty squishy. This storeroom is currently unused. Gosh, I wonder why. Anyway, Fenris is a particularly large wolf from Norse mythology, if I remember correctly. Okay, maybe I should have Garnet do this one. Really? Maybe that door cannot be unlocked by magic. Ah, that's a big roach! Gross! Yeah, it's still alive. Not for much longer, though. Not only do we have the regular giant roaches, we've got absolutely enormous roaches. Ugh. And of course, they're hanging out in the place that stores all the garbage. Ooh, boy, a rock. No one saw anything. This is just a rock. I do not feel like inspecting all of the rocks to see if they're anything special. And that was Fenris Port. And, oh neat, I can still see Softport right on the other side here. Hectar to the west, Cooper to the south, and Softport Ferry in Fenris Port. Well, let's pick a direction to go and start exploring the coastline here. And immediately run into a very large swamp. Swamps of Bigail. You don't say. Potentially, I could see something interesting on the other side here. When you reach the north side of the boulder, you find a small patch of scraggly, grey-brown, corkscrew-shaped grass. It's wormgrass, a valuable alchemical ingredient. Hooray! Wormgrass is twisted, wicked-looking, and defends itself with razor-sharp edges. The youngest, freshest, sharpest blades are valuable in alchemy. Figures that something valuable would be hidden behind many tiles of swamp. And now I really wish I had cure-all poison.
On who?
This group of bandits seems to think your group is an easy target. Your fine armor and weapons make you too rich a score for them to pass up. They pull their weapons, ready spells, and rush you. Oh, not Anima members then. Soldiers, archers, and mage. Okay, that is a surprisingly tough bandit group. Actually, have I done soldier yet? I think I have. They're only level 4. The summons that the mage called in were tougher than everybody else there. Also, that was sort of profitable. I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to gain a whole lot of gold on this island with the main monster being with the main monster plague being the roaches, but if there's more bandits like that, I might do okay. Northpoint Lighthouse. And some more swamp. This area is somewhat hilly, and there's a small valley ahead. You can't see into it, but the sounds coming from within are unmistakable. Someone is throwing a big party. Crash it? Sounds like fun. You move into the hollow, hoping to join in the celebration. Unfortunately, the partiers are not humans. They're gremlins. As much as they're enjoying their liquor, they would clearly enjoy tormenting you more. They charge. Gremlins are horrible creatures and must die. Because their special ability is steals food. Granted, gremlins do get different annoying abilities in the remakes. You search the gremlin's hollow, but the food they stole has somehow disappeared. Well, they didn't steal food from me, and I did get some random food drops from them anyway, so whatever. You only find their booze, and you've heard enough about the effects of fairy liquor to decide that leaving it behind is the wiser course. So yeah, just a random gremlin fight out of the middle of nowhere. Zombie storage. What? Please keep door closed. Okay, so Northpoint Lighthouse is a teeny tiny map. Hi. A friendly spectre. This place is confusing. Horrid spectre. You see a horrid, shadowy spectre lurking back in an isolated nook of the lighthouse. It looks at you hungrily. It hisses, "I have no name no longer. I just am. I wait here for my chance for vengeance. Nekaros created me. He tried to bind me. I was too strong. Now I want revenge on all pathetic living things." Like you! It hisses joyously and attacks. Oh. Great. Ah! Drains life, also freezing touch. I don't think I like you very much at all. Holy Scourge is fewer spell points than Bless Party. Target space obstructed. Well then. Does that mean I can't scry you? Ah. Well, maybe I'll get another chance to scry a spectre. Hooray! Now you are properly dead. Ooh, steel gauntlets. I could sell those. And entering from the east side just puts me back in the front here. Okay. Skeleton storage. Please keep door closed. Okay, who lives here and why do you have zombies and skeletons and an angry spectre? Northpoint Lighthouse. You are at the entry to Northpoint Lighthouse, the sole bastion standing between the ships that circle the Isle of Bigail and the jagged rocks circling the island. However, something is not right. The place has the stink of death, and the eerie sounds of shuffling, scratching, and gurgling emerge from the shadowy halls. If it weren't for the fact the light above is going strong, you might think everyone inside was dead. Or undead, as the case may be. Darn zombies always getting in the way. You are at the bottom of a stone ramp circling up to the chamber where the light is kept. You reach the top of the lighthouse, and immediately see how it works. There are two massive magical braziers, which take a small amount of wood and turn it into a blindingly bright, long-lasting flame. The braziers are fed with kindling by several animated skeletons. They stumble around the chamber, wandering at random, until the fires get low, at which point one of them goes to get a stick to throw in the fire. It's an odd but efficient setup. Okay, then. And there's a bedchamber of some sort here, complete with robes, sticks, skulls, and a book. The book is Roaches and You. Oh, okay, here's someone who's not dead. At first, you think this person is just another skeleton wandering the halls, this one wearing mage's robes. Then you realize it's a human, who just happens to be disturbingly pallid and thin. I am Nekaros, he says in a thin, reedy voice. I maintain Northpoint Lighthouse, he hisses. It gives me time to study my other pursuits. The Empire maintains this lighthouse to warn the passing ships of the nearby rocks. None of this is interesting, especially compared to my studies of death. His teeth are exposed in a ghastly grin. I believe that, quite simply, death is just another phase of life. Thus, creating undead is the most humane thing you can do. After all, wouldn't you rather have your existence continued in a rather mundane way than have no existence at all? Creating undead gives people more life, and is a beautiful thing. Plus, they're so useful. He smiles. Not only are the dead quiet, patient company, but they're very good at simple household chores. Aha! You know, emptying trash, sweeping, that sort of thing. I'm sure that death can be very beautiful. All you need is a good attitude about housework. I am immersed in the study of the beauty of death. Okay, you're kooky. And this one is a copy of Creatures of Legend, which I read in the previous episode. And I certainly can release the zombies and the skeletons. Hi, guys. Yep, skeletons, exactly what it said on the sign. Each with their own little nook, even. What a weird place. A band of highly armed and alert priests approach and greet you. They tell you they're an anima patrol, looking for either cockroaches or diseased people. When they see that you're just adventurers, not roaches or poor townspeople, they move on. Shader is 50 miles southwest, and Northpoint Lighthouse is back the way we came. And actually, I am going to take a moment here to follow the road and clear out the map a bit. And yes, anima priests are one of the random encounter spawns in this area. And here is the town of Hectar. This sign has a pair of boots painted on it. Also, this townsperson is wearing enough armor they can probably be talked to. You meet an Empire soldier. He is clearly quite ill. His skin is pale, he coughs often, and he has small sores on his cheeks. He looks at you with instant and extreme dislike. He coughs. I'm Captain Sinbar. I lead the troops in this area, taking them on patrols. He looks you over closely. Where are you from? He coughs again, and his lips are now flecked with blood. Nothing went right since we scoured the forest a month ago. We killed a bunch of roaches on that trip. Our mage even fried a mother and a whole brood of little ones with a fireball. We must have bagged 100 of the buggers. He coughs again, more savagely than before. On the way back, we all got sick. All of a sudden, like, half of us are dead now. Yikes. Before you can answer, he says, "Everyone's talking about how there are exiles up here somehow. We soldiers are awfully interested in this." Perhaps I should save before continuing that thread. Not all of us are as sick as me, and we all lost friends in the war with Exile. We get our hands on one of those worms, and they'll pay but good. You hear me? I hear you, and I am not going to press the issue there. Oh goody, more roaches. And this is the tailor shop. She sells boots and steel-toed boots, and that is all. For exorbitant prices, though I do kind of like steel-toed boots. This is a pair of exceptionally heavy leather boots, reinforced with bits of steel. 2 defense, no encumbrance. Good to have. Also, voicing the horribly sick character is a great idea when I'm still recovering from my own coughing illness. On the one hand, I get really good verisimilitude there. On the other, ow, my throat. Caredoc's crossbows is no more. I don't remember ever seeing a place to get good crossbows on the Isle of Bigail, so that was probably destroyed to begin with, before I could have reasonably gotten here. This sign has a dart crossed with a javelin crudely painted on it. Yeah, especially since the game gives me another place to buy missiles right here. Yeah, I'm good. Hello? This woman wears the ankh of a healer, but has a strangely cold, businesslike demeanor. I'm Judith, of the Church of the Divine Lucre. Aha, the anima let in at least a few competitors. I am a healer of the Church of the Divine Lucre. I have healing available, for very reasonable rates. Sure. What can I say? We believe that the best route to a better life and happier soul is through improvement, and the best improvement comes through enlightened self-interest. It is a faith that demands much, but has great rewards. Focus, strength, money, no guilt. You know, what everyone wants. She grins. She looks irked. The anima have caused a horrible healing glut in this area. It's almost impossible to make a good gold piece. She shrugs. Still, with demand so high, I'm doing all right. Okay, then. And this is another row of copy-paste barracks. Though on the Isle of Bigail, the barracks are generally full of regular townspeople instead of soldiers. And I cannot talk to anyone in this dining establishment. but like any good anima town, there is a prominent temple. That seems to be missing their priest? There you are. You meet a priest of the anima. He looks extremely calm and quiet. He shakes your hand in greeting and says simply, I am Oriathon. Oriathon? I don't know. He touches his priest's robes without comment. He says tersely, I follow my anima beliefs. It is a struggle. He looks very concerned. Roaches attack constantly. Disease is everywhere. I lead as best I can. He says simply, at times I wish magic was allowed, but this is my weakness. We will persevere without the dark arts. I am sure of it. Okay, I guess we can't actually do the interview with Father Oriathon there. Well, I've explored some of the island, and I've hit up 3 different locations, which I think is plenty for one episode. Until next time, have a good one, everybody.